Yo, guess what? I just released my new training app. I've been doing mic'd up workouts to show you how to build muscle with calisthenics for a long time now, but I wanted to take it to the next level so you're not just watching me get gains, but you're also participating with me in the exact programs that I'm on. So with the app, you're going to get a fitness and lifestyle protocol that's going to simplify muscle building with calisthenics for you. My app will also give you access to a community of like-minded athletes who join along with you, and we're going to be doing this journey together, getting gains together, you know? If you're also performance driven like myself, these are the exact programs that I used to win 3 consecutive calisthenics competitions in Australia by a wide margin. Whether you train hybrid, like a mix of calisthenics and weights in a gym, or whether you train at home or at parks like myself, I've got a program for you. I've also got a bespoke option where I'll be able to design you a specific tailored program to meet you where you're at and optimize your fitness journey towards your goals. I wanted to do this so I can connect with you on a deeper level, no matter where you are in the world. Obviously, I've been doing a lot of coaching, whether it's face-to-face or online, and I'm kind of limited to one person at a time, but I've released this training program really to broaden the impact that I have at one given time, if that makes sense. So quickly on prices, they're actually going to increase on January 1st, 2025. But if you sign up before then, you're going to lock in the lowest price for life. I envision this channel growing a lot in the near future. So this is my way of saying thank you to the people who have supported me from the very, very beginning. So today we're at a park in London. I'm going to give you a sneak peek at one of the workouts that's featured on my bodyweight program. How pretty is that? There's a dashboard and it's got a whole bunch of features like step trackers, daily calories, you've got a food journal, the community. I've set a countdown so I can stay accountable with my goals. I've got a water tally so I can keep track of my hydration throughout the day. I've got a step tracker which you can toggle the day, week, and month so you can kind of compare your activity. Of course, at the very top of the home screen, you're gonna have the workout. We can hit start. It's gonna show us some very key pointers to keep in mind, and then a bit of a preview of the workout. Let's dive into it. We've got a warm-up, we've got video tutorials. This comes with every exercise, and you'll see me demonstrating the exercise for you. There's a breakdown of the sets, and you've also got the option to change or alternate the exercise with something else. This is also important. It says the rep count here, so we're doing 30 reps and 30 reps, 2 sets. And in the notes, it says first set, backward, second set, forward. So that's what we're gonna do. With these ones, I'm not just like flopping my arms around like an albatross. I am controlling every single part of this motion. You don't wanna mess up your shoulders, especially when you're doing calisthenics. Now that I've done these exercises, I can tick these. I can also leave some comments. This was hard. Leave a comment and I'll be able to look back at it. Yeah, just kind of journal some notes. You'll also be able to look at the history of you completing this exercise. So because this app is new, I have no history, but you get the point. You'll see a bit of a graph over time. You can also add sets, delete sets, and replace the entire exercise. This exact program that I'm giving you is the same program that I use to achieve the handstand push-up and one-arm pull-up and front lever, back lever, all that kind of stuff. I literally use this guys, I'm giving you the tools. I'm gonna do some other movements that isn't actually part of what's on the workout, just because I have specific skill goals, and I encourage you guys to do the same. If you're working towards, say, things like a muscle up, you can do your muscle up attempts before the actual workout. So I think I'm just gonna do some handstand push-ups, and then I'll do some muscle ups. Okay. With all the theft that's been going on in central London and London in general, I'm a little bit iffy about having my camera out like this in some random park. I'll literally RKO somebody if they try to touch my camera. Cool. You know, the worst thing about training at an outdoor gym is when you're doing a handstand push-up and you're in the eccentric phase and you see a bit of poop or like gum that's been there for a while, but you're already fully committed to the rep, so you just gotta like put your forehead in it. It's all part of the experience, I guess. Okay, that'll do for now. I'm just gonna do a couple of muscle ups to get kicked off. Nothing special. 2, 3, should I go for 10? Yeah. 4, 5, 6,
Easy. 10. Should I go 5 more? Yeah. 1, 2. Legs need to be more straight. 3, 4, and we'll go for the last one. Make it clean. Oh, let's go. Very nice, very nice. You might see like some redness on my stomach. It's because I'm hitting the bar. It's because I'm hitting the bar on my stomach every time. All right, cool. I'm pretty nice and warm. We're gonna go straight into the actual workout of the app. So we're gonna get things kicked off with a superset bar pull-up. As you can see, I've built in a progression system so that once you've conquered the first exercise, you can move on to the next one and the next one and next, so on and so forth. There's going to be a prescribed rep range. Once you've hit the end of the rep range, let's say for example for this exercise it says 6 to 12. If I'm hitting 12 pull-ups every set, I can move on to the next progression. So I know this is the bodyweight program, but I've also included a weight section just in case you do find some weights and you want to add some weights to your exercise. Just in case, you know, it gives you some flexibility. So I'm going to show you an example of how to actually customize this workout based on the equipment that you have, or even just based on your preference if you feel like switching it up for a little bit. So right now this program says bar pull-ups into parallel bar dips. Obviously I've got some parallel bars here, but for the purpose of this, let's just pretend I didn't. But I did have some gymnastics rings. Then all you need to do is simply click the drop down, scroll down to ring dip, and boom, you've completely changed your workout routine to suit your available equipment or your preference. And that's the same for every single exercise, not just on the bodyweight program, but on the hybrid program as well. Have fun with it, all right? So I'm gonna do some pull-ups into some dips. Controlling my tempo. Trying to fail with good technique in the prescribed rep range. That's 8, I think. 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2. Getting that deep stretch. 3. I think the tempo said 3 seconds down, so we'll implement that now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 5. 2, 3, 6. 1, 2, 3, 7. 1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 9. 1, 2, 3, 10. 1, 2, 3, 11. 1, 2, 3, 12. Whew. If you think this is easy, trust me, try it with strict tempo like it says on the program. I went a little bit wider than usual, so I'll switch it to bar wide grip pull-up. I think I did 12 reps. Tick that. I also did some ring dips, 12 reps of them. And tick. Rest time pops up. So the first 2 to 3 days of your workout program are going to be about 50 to 60% of your actual volume for the rest of the program. And what that means is it allows you to transition into this program a little bit more seamlessly. And also, if you're already signed up to the ongoing subscription, once you hit the end of that subscription, it's going to bring you back to the start of the program, and you're going to do a bit of a deload phase to ensure that you're progressing in a sustainable way. You're not always just pushing. You have a little bit of regression, take 1 step back to take 3 steps forward. There's a 1-1-3-1 tempo. So for a pull-up, it's going to be 1 second on the way up, 1 second pause, 3 seconds on the way down, 1 second pause. And then for the dips, I've got a 3-1-1-1. So what that means is, because the dip starts with a eccentric phase, you're going to go 3, 2, 1. So 3 seconds on the way down, 1 second pause, 1 second on the way up, and then 1 second pause at the top. So really what tempo is doing is making sure that you're controlling the entirety of the movement, and with that you'll be able to target the intended muscle group that the exercise is for, rather than just repping out, you know, because that's a massive thing in calisthenics. People are just repping for the sake of reps, but they're not actually using the target muscle. Hence why there's so many people out there not maximizing and optimizing the potential to build muscle with calisthenics. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 8, 1, 2, 1, 2, 10, 2, 3, 11, 1, 2, 3. Oh, jeez, that burns. But it allowed me to really focus on that lat activation right here. You also make sure that you're not doing these kind of reps, pulling like this, trying to use the momentum to get up there. It's all controlled tempo, and it will burn in the moment, but it's gonna help you so much in terms of muscle building and quality movement in the long run. Trust me, it's so much harder to unlearn bad habits than to stick through the process of learning good habits for the first time. I almost forgot to do the dips. 1, 2, 3, pause. 1, 2, 2, 3, pause. 2, 3, 2, 3, pause. 4, 2, 3. Keeping my feet in front of me to make sure I emphasize the tension of my chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I forgot what I'm up to. Let's say this is number 6. Whew. I think that was 10. I'm gonna do 2 more. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let me track that first before I start talking. Rest time is on 1:30. I got 1:30 to talk your ears off. One of the most common questions that I get asked is, what do you do for chest? And I get it. I think my chest is probably the most developed part of my physique at the moment. And to answer your question in the shortest way possible, just sign up to the app. You'll find out. No, honestly, you've seen my mic'd up workouts. I'm literally just doing dips and different variations of them, and that's literally it. I even stopped doing push-ups for at least a year. I've reintroduced them into my program just because I miss push-ups, but yeah, honestly, you can get this kind of chest with just dips alone. I don't think I have the most developed chest, but just because a lot of people are asking me, that is what I do. Man, you know, it'd be tragic if my mic wasn't on. Okay, it's on. Another thing you can do with the app is get a bit creative with it. For example, let's say we change the first superset exercise to bar muscle up, because at the end of that set you'll already be on top of the bar. You can turn it into straight bar dips, and then you've just got a superset. So you do however many muscle ups, and without letting go of the bar, you go straight into straight bar dips. For some of you guys, the program might feel pretty tough to begin with, and that's okay. You don't actually have to complete the full amount of reps or sets that it shows you. It's just a guide, right? And it's a guide for you to work towards. A byproduct of that is you refining your physique and building and strengthening foundational movements that are going to help you with more advanced skills. You can take a gamified approach at this app. Man, seeing people ride their motorbikes around makes me miss mine. Back home in Sydney, But anyway, you can take a gamified approach to this app. Like let's say I'm going to try and aim to be able to do 12 straight bar dips for 3 sets. And boom, that's your goal for the next however long it takes you, 3 months. And you can switch and change up your goals in the profile tab of the app. Strict tempo. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2. I'm not pausing at the top like I should be. 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3, 10, 2, 3, 11, 2, 3, 12, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, and using my chest to control the whole movement, even on the way down. I think this is 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3. Don't forget that depth. 10. Man, I'm dead. We're getting it though. Between sets, I want to challenge you guys to not go on your phone or clock into daydream land. I want you to stay focused in the workout to make sure that you're not working out for longer than you need to be. What I want you to do is just do some dynamic stretches like this, stretching the muscles that you just worked in that previous set and preparing them for the next set. The reason why I'm not doing some holding stretches, like static stretches we call them, is because we want to maintain the explosiveness and elasticity in the muscles. And allegedly, if you do some static stretches intra workout or during the workout, it takes away from that explosiveness. So we're going to keep the stretches dynamic and stretching the muscles through movement. Just to reiterate the technique that I'm focusing on with my pull-ups, I'm not just trying to get my chin over the bar, okay? If I do that, I am going to finish the movement here. Look how much more potential I have in activating my lat. That much more, right? So if I activate my lat fully and completely, engage it, turn around, and just pretend, look, there's like a bar here. I'm trying to aim for my chest to the bar because that allows me to engage my lat completely. So chest to bar, not chin over bar. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 2, 9, 2, 3, 10, 2, 3, 11, 2, 3, 12, 2, 3. Squeezing my chest from the top. 1, 2, 3. Stretching my chest. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm only counting 11 for that set. I'm just gonna finish off that set by doing one more. You don't have to do this, but I'm doing it. 1, 2, 3. You can see me going kind of all the way down pretty deep. You don't actually have to go that low and deep. You want to aim for 90 degrees at the shoulders, but if you can't do that, that's fine. Work your way towards going deeper and deeper while staying within your comfort zone. So I'm going to show you something interesting that I've included for the last set of every exercise. As you can see, there's a red F there. and it's only on the last set of each exercise. But what that means is failure. You're not going to worry about rep ranges or any of that for the last set. You're just going to go to absolute failure whilst maintaining the tempo that I prescribed, maintaining full range of motion and utilizing the actual target muscles. Guys, I'm feeling pretty pumped up right now. One, two, three, 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 two, three, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 6, 2, 3, 7, 8, 2, 3, 9, 10, 11, 2, 3, 12, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 9, 2, 3, 11, 2, 9. Whew. I'll do 2 more reps. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. Whew. That's exactly where you want to be. You want to be at failure pretty much every set. And 12 ring dips. In fact, I'm going to keep it at 10 ring dips because I didn't hit the full 11th rep. And that's kind of the standard that I want you guys to hold yourselves to. If you're not doing full reps, don't count them, you know? You want to count your honest reps so that when you look back at them over time, you have a fair comparison. Again, the aim here, yes, is to achieve those, you know, the end of the rep range so you can progress to the next exercise, but you don't want to progress in a way where you're just cheating your reps to get there, because sooner or later you're going to get to a progression that's going to require you to have built the honest foundations. And if you've cheated your reps up until that progression, you're going to spend so much more time having to unlearn bad technique just to relearn it all over again. So once you finish all sets of that particular block, you can swipe to the next block for the next set of exercises. As you can see here is bar chin-ups into pike push-ups. You can change that to a whole bunch of other exercises. Same thing with the pike push-up. Just to give you a bit of reasoning as to why I put chin-ups after we just did pull-ups, like a back exercise, because the pull-ups target more of your lat as well as your upper back and your rear delt, whereas the chin-ups and the neutral grip pull-ups, they focus primarily on the lats, yes, but also have a heavy focus on the biceps that pull-ups don't have, pronated variations. You have the flexibility to play around and be creative with these workouts. I know I said do a chin-up. Typically that means like a grip that's around, you know, shoulder width, but who said you can't go wider or more narrow? Nobody, right? So do that. Be creative with your workouts. Our bodies are different, have different structures, therefore different grips are going to activate our muscles in a unique way. Manipulate the variation in a way that it activates the target muscle that I say to target in that specific exercise block. So this one, it says the target muscle is the lats and biceps. So in this variation, I want to think of targeting my lats and my biceps more than any other muscle group. By now you guys already have a bit of an idea at how to maximize the workout function of this app. I'm going to show you maybe just the last sets of each exercise from now on. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. 11, 12. There's a lot of information out there on how to do a pike push-up. I'm going to show you how to do a variation that I made up. It probably already exists out there, but I just came up with this from my own head, trying to bridge the gap between chest to wall handstand push-ups and the actual handstand push-up, because I didn't find that there was a direct transition, I guess. There was like a variation that was missing right in between those exercises, and this is the exercise that helped me get from the chest to wall handstand push-ups to actual handstand push-ups. And I've included that in the app, of course, as one of the progressions. You're basically going to find a wall or a post. You're going to put your hands about a forearm's length away from it, like this, about here, and kick one leg into that wall while the other leg stays up. So what that looks like is this. Okay? You're going to keep both knees in line with each other. You're going to basically emulate a handstand push-up. 1, just like that. Okay? 1, 2, 3. So I've just finished the chin-ups into the overhead press variations. Now I'm going to move on to horizontal rows on the rings or on the bar if you've got it, and then supersetting that with some diamond push-ups. Just start like this, where you're comfortably standing. The more steps you take in, the harder it's going to feel, right? And obviously you're going to make your way all the way until you can do some pulls from a horizontal position. Retracting my shoulder blades first, then pulling. Target more of your lats. Pull with your elbows close to your body to target more of your rear delts. Do a bit of a face pull. If you don't have the wrist mobility to do diamond push-ups, then I suggest doing just close grip push-ups. So remember, keeping the tempo slow and controlled. And that's how we're going to make this exercise, although being a really basic movement, really challenging. Lovely. Okay, so we're on 2%. I think I can squeeze in one more exercise tutorial, and then the rest you can just rely on the detailed exercise notes and video tutorials that are already on the app. This is one that I've also kind of just came up with from my head. I've got my rings here. The more steps you take, the harder this is going to feel. Right? You're going to keep your elbows in a fixed position, and you're going to aim to bring your wrist to your shoulders, and that's going to activate your biceps. Just like that. Again, keeping your wrists in a fixed position. Don't let them, kind of pull in and activate your lats. Focus on the target muscle. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna have to call it there because of my battery. It has been a pleasure training with you guys, doing another mic'd up session. I can't wait to see you in the app. I'm gonna be using this exact program myself, and it's basically what I've been doing up until now anyways. Join myself and a whole bunch of other like-minded athletes in the app. The link will be in the description. And remember, if you sign up before January 1st, 2025, you're going to secure the lowest price for life.